Hello, and welcome. I'm Nick, and tonight I thought we would try something a little bit different. Just here on a chill Saturday night, and so I got this. I got these. I got this Lego kit here. Uh, Actually, to be specific, I have a stack of Lego kits here, but I figured we'll do them in part number order. So this is actually the smallest kit I have at 200 pieces. Um, and that's only sealed boxes. You want to talk about here's my fishbowl of parts that I use to just reach in when I need to fidget with something. Here's a random bowl, which has who's this guy? That's that's Winston from Paladins. I got him in here. I like this. I had a mech and I had an ice cream truck, and I tried to combine them. It's falling apart a little bit, but uh, so I have a lot, but we're gonna focus on a clean build. How about that? Um, Also, I like this because it was an excuse, as you can see. I made a version of this with the chat since now I've been having people in the chat who I like actually talking to and engaging with. So I finally have a reason to have this. I get it now. Fine, I get it now. Let's see if the rest of the technology works and bring it over to the build cam. Uh, I brought the music up, or at least I have the music on this side because, ooh, that's a little low, isn't it? Okay, I can fix that. Uh, yeah, this needs to be about here. Oh, you don't even know. Oh, there is a skateboard dog. Yo, we're okay. We're doing that. Welcome to the build cam. So, I've figured this out. I've cropped it. As long as I keep everything on the tray, y'all should be able to see it, and as long as the tray doesn't move. Um, this is gonna be how I do Lego, so I hope you're ready. Other than that, like my face is here, the chat's right there. I love keeping track of where things are on the screen in my virtual space. So the chat is up here, the build stream's over there. Yeah, this is. Oh, this is going off to a great start already. Oh, what's like the reverse of ASMR? You know, that's what I'm going for here. All right, in the recycling pile. Okay, we got stuff. Got two books. This is a two-book build. All right, all right. Um, I have wung it before and tried to build it just based on the picture in the past. But I really like this ice cream truck. And upstairs, I'm not gonna run and go grab it because it's big and heavy and will break on the way. We do have like a display shelf with like the townhouses, and we're actually like building it to be a very nice like actual kind of display town. How about that? So I just want that music as low as I can get it. And this will actually be a nice piece to add on to that. So I'm actually going to follow the instructions. Okay, have some of those. Um, so there's a fancy thing that some people do. Oh, this is going to be the worst part. I know there's a thing that people do where they'll like take the parts and they'll split them up by color and all of that. Uh, I don't operate that way. Uh, like you know how they'll even put the which camera am I showing it to? You know how they'll even put I gotta remember I have a camera down here. They'll put this extra little bag with just also little parts in it, so that way they're easy to find. Yeah, no, that's uh, I am a chaos. Hang on, there's a joke in here somewhere. Um, something something. Uh, I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog and also Irish. I'm from the Chaos Emerald Isles. Is that skateboard dog. Yeah, no, that's it. We're done. You're gonna live right over there, and that'll be perfect. Oh, I love this. All right, so it always makes you put the people together first. So why don't we just go ahead with that? Okay, so there's heads, bodies, and we have one hair. Oh, and then the helmet. No, and then a different hair. Does the red and green look good? The red and green looks like Christmas. All right, so let's not do that. I am gonna swap this up because I like the pretty lady to have the dog and the skateboard. Um, and the guy can work in the truck with the helmet. No, he looks like he's gonna be shot out of the human cannibal. He can have hair. All right, we'll start there. Okay. Now then. Oh, we got another. Hang on. We got a whole nother bag of parts stuff in here. Oh, secret prize inside is more parts. There. Now that we're at the worst possible way to organize these parts. Oh, I'm happy about this. There's a certain level of chaos going on here, and I love it. Okay. I'm gonna leave. I got the book right here. I'm gonna leave it just out of shot. Okay. It officially wants me to give him the helmet, but no. Okay, first we build on this. So, how folks is doing out there? If I keep my hands here, you can see it a lot better. Okay. Did y'all know it's E3? Hello and welcome to the first night of E3. On the guest tonight, we have this dog on a skateboard. That's about it. I feel weird that I'm so excited at the news that Wrench is going to be getting more screen time. Wrench, famous mask-faced boy from not League of Legends too. Wow. Watch Dogs 2. Yeah, Skate Dogs 2. I did see Skate Burb at on a stream somewhere. That was cool. I played the demo of that. I guess that was last year, but that was felt like it needed more direction. Like you can make something cool and it can like feel good and feel fun, but at some point, like it's very rare that you hit on a very rare that you hit on a game mechanic that you don't need direction on, like even something like nuts and bolts, like just making a dumb car or making a TARDIS or whatever, that is fun on its own. But even then, it's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this fun thing, but here is a level challenge to encourage me. Like that's like nuts and bolts did it about right. Something, what was that? All words game. Scribblenauts didn't quite get it enough. So it is a very tricky line to land on. Let's hold it like this. Right. Camera's up here. That's the thing I gotta remember. Siege was really good. Did you see that Weezer game? Not just the part where Weezer was in it, but the part where it's Magnum P. It's Tony Hawk, but it's Magnum PI because you're like a bear in a white jacket and a pink shirt in a motorboat, but then you're doing rail slides and manuals and stuff. It looks really weird, but I dig that it's that is a game that is like unashamed to be what it is. So I have to give it credit for that, I look directly at my monitor for the instructions and not at the book where the instructions are. Oh boy, that is not the kind of issues I was expecting to be having with this. Um, no, it looks cool. I don't know if I'm actually going to pick it up. The fact that it has a deathmatch mode, love it. Um, but I think I'm gonna miss the double XP weekend on Knockout City, and I'm a bit bummed about that. But the point being, I already have my deathmatch that I'm not gonna play enough of lately. Game. Okay, so you want to go? Oh, you want to go this way? You want to extend it? Okay. You're gonna do it. These. Um. What else happens? Oh, that's a transparent piece. Okay, that would be this one. Other than those, like Metal Slug Tactics is probably the thing I'm most excited for because I have no interest in Elden Ring because I played Dark Souls 1 and that was enough. Like maybe, Bear and Breakfast looks cute. Like I only saw that flash on the screen, but that does look really cute. I'm interested in that. Uh, or that Paralyze. Give me more games where I'm just designing houses. I'm this close to just reinstalling Sims 4 since apparently the latest pack was basically the Sims equivalent of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. It's like, hey, do you just want to have NPCs uh ask you to build houses for them, and then you can just build houses for them forever? And yes, that is exactly what I would like. I want that in Doom. I want that everywhere I can get it. Really, honestly. Um, hey, what's up, Kiro? I always want to say it like Kiro because of some reason, but it's like a frog, so it's like Kiro, right? You want to build Doom Guy's house? It's called Doom Builder 2. It's available for free. It is a level editing software, and I have ideas for that. I don't know who here has been catching up on the Doom Mod streams, but another one goes on top. That's what we're making an ice cream truck. Uh, we're making one of these. Why would I put it on the tiny window when I could put it on the big window? I'm not used to this specific two camera setup yet. It's going to be an ice cream truck, and it's going to be a dog on a skateboard, and we already have the dog on the skateboard down over here. Lavish rabbit pen in a simple IKEA bed. Yeah, no, that's Also, let me know if the whole chat thing is working out. I realize when I'm doing like the Doom streams, I am sort of like making a show and it's me looking at the thing and talking to the like behind the screen audience. But on something like this where we're actually like chatting and I'm interacting and don't I feel weird doing the thing of reading the chat, stating the question in my response, that kind of thing. Uh I'm just like I'll just put it there, and then when I say stuff, instead of sounding like I'm insane, there will be context for it. Not that sounding insane is anything new. Good, awesome, good, excellent. Make him do. I owned a tech deck. I say once, but the truth is I built a tech deck display case out of Lego, and it's up on the shelf, but it's on the top shelf, and my earphones would rip off my head if I tried to stand up to get it. Okay. It's So this dog's name has to be Mongo, right? Like that's just But he stands this way. Kickflip is when toe side goes down. But his toes are forward, so his kickflip would have to be like whoop, whoop, flip that way. Remember like they made the tech decks that came with like a little thumb that looked like Fred Durst. um, um, now I'm just thinking about the time that Zdoom said that my friend sucked dog's toes because you can program your console log to spit out any info you want. It turns out. Um, right, I'm doing steps. Okay, we did this. We did this. Cool. Um, I don't know how I feel about these pieces. Like these are like I appreciate the roundness and you working with the wheels and all of that, but this piece is like so custom made and so like just elaborate for what Lego is, and it's like feels so purpose built. And you can use it for a lot of different things, but it just feels like I don't know, some modern Lego feels a little over designed because I'm old and a curmudgeon. Um and that's like a $20 word right there. Whoops. I nudged it. I know I nudged it. Right there. Okay. Oh, next up. I'm going through these steps too fast. I need more pages visible. Okay, this is gonna go. What's this? Two. But yeah, what's the Oh, since you're in the chat, Maddie and Holly, let me know when you do play with that game builder garage. Like, I'm probably gonna end up getting it. I'm still holding out hope that like in the next couple of days, the new Switch goes on pre-order. Um, because I'm stubborn. But like I really want to know like stuff that is like yeah you can make your own games and we're gonna make it easy by making it node based and all of that like Scratch and stuff like that like I find that in a weird way that stuff usually hits this thing of like yes you can make anything that is just as elaborate as stuff that is like hand coded and completely typed out just using regular coding language, but there is like a weird jump where it's just like okay well specifically I want to like use this number to seed to seed a pointer and that pointer is going to iterate through this array, and like stuff like that actually becomes harder to do, so like you can still get to the end of that path but there's like a soft cap where it's just like okay at this point there are things that would be easier to do in code than they are to do in this node thing. um and I'm curious where it hit, but the fact that we got a Nintendogs that fast makes me wonder like okay is it actually that bad like as soon as you're programming dog animations it's just like okay that's um so I'm really oh hang on sneezes is coming. That's why I wish I could get my hands on Dreams because I've watched enough like Dream streams now. No that was correct oddly enough. That one seems just on like the too elaborate. The more powerful something is, the less intuitive it is just like the general rule. Um, and that one is the one where it's just like, oh, it is very easy to make garbage. It's harder to make middling things, but because of that, it is easier to make the coolest things. Um, oh, I didn't even. I mean, it's this game builder thing is like it's the WarioWare without the Wario, right? That's the dream of this thing. Just being like, oh right, people make their own games. Ooh, I wonder if they would let you do like first person to make Super Mario Maker in Game Builder Garage and then make one inside of that. Oh, somebody made a Doomlight already? Ooh. I remember in again to plug my own other streams. Uh it the I had in a Doom stream, I had played somebody built a port of Doom for the Pico 8, and that was actually really impressive. Like Pico is the things people can do with Pico is just absolutely wild. I do not understand. Like I tried working with Pico for a little bit, but that's another one. It's extremely powerful. Like people are doing are like do like 3D rendering, like very like low calculation, no texture kind of 3D rendering it. But people do 3D rendering in Pico 8, and it's very powerful. Partly because that is like it has its own coding language, and you type it out, and my brain doesn't work quite on that level. Um, Pixel editor, really? Ooh, share codes for games. Yeah, that's where's the game builder okay, what is the clever name for the code aggregating fan built site for game builder garage? Like was it Mario Maker had the Mario Maker bookmark or whatever? What is the equivalent clever name going to be? First person dungeon crawler. All right, that'll be good. That'll be good. I have a note on my desktop here. This was the idea being when you're first making games, the order in which to do the like if you're learning a language or you're learning to make games, this is a pretty good sequence to go with. Is you dealership, that's pretty good. Or is it like car show, or is it something like that? Um, First you make Space Invaders, then you make Pong, then you make Pac-Man, because like the sort of like calculation techniques required for those games increases in complexity there. Um, because it's just like, oh yeah, no, Space Invaders is left, right, jump down, left, right, up, down. When you get into Pong, then you start getting into angles and collisions and bouncing, and then by the time you get into Pac-Man, then you're getting into like rudimentary AI stuff. Good, good. Um, I like to see a Pac-Man. I like to see a weird Pac-Man. How weird can we make Pac-Man? You remember when they did Mortal Kombat Pong? They should do Mortal Kombat Pac-Man. I don't know what that means. Don't ask me. Don't at me. I just need it on my desk by Friday. um, Brainstorming here. We're talking about the game builder garage thing that just came out on Switch, and we're kind of brainstorming what could be, what should be, what has been. All the dots are rib cages. You play as Pac Baraka. Um, I don't even know what this music is. This is just Newgrounds Radio. So every once in a while, something good just occurs in my ears, and that's not a sentence you get to say very often. Um, that's kind of what that's where I'm at. I don't know about y'all. Ubisoft, Mario, Guns, the Mario and Rabbids game. First of all, more Rabbids. I'm happy. I did get a little giddy when I saw Rabbid Rosalina because I'm a sucker. Um, but what do you call it? First of all, just more Mario and Rabbids. That game, that is a good like low stakes XCOM tactics like. And so I'm just happy to see more of that. She was so good. And then like the gameplay changes for that. They're going almost with the like Phantom Brave, or maybe it's gonna be like the what do you call it was? I guess it was like Phantom Brave, where you get like a radius, and then you can sort of get free movement within that, but the radius is like the extent of how far you can get in your turn or whatever. Um, what's the other one I'm thinking of? Chopin is on a deathbed having a fever dream. Eternal Sonata. somewhere in that realm. It looked like there were random encounters. Like I don't know if it was straight gameplay or if it was the way that the trailer was cut, but there was the party on what looked like the open world area, and then a bomb ran at them, and when they collided, it cut to like an island that a tactics fight was happening on top of. So if this is going to be like a random encounters tactics game, that'd be good. It reminds me, I need to play more Shining Force. I've played like the first 3 battles of Shining Force maybe a dozen times in the course of my life, and I love it. I've never played more than that because I don't know how to load video games. Um, I keep forgetting the book is right here. Okay. I just like talking about video games. That's the secret. I used to do it on a podcast, and then nobody listened. Then I got depressed, graduated college, and so the story goes. This doesn't seem right. This one's not right. This is the one. It's really good. It's yeah, that's the wrong piece. Wait. Have my own. I got one of these. We're good. Somewhere I have the old gray one from the 90s set, but um I feel you know how like oh that's a weird state to be. I that Rabbids. Remember when they made like a just like a regular ass Rabbids cartoon and they put it on Hulu and then I watched most of it? Rabbids are better than Minions. I've said my piece. Fight me. That one I will fight you over. Don't ask me what that stupid game idea I said before is. Pac-Man Mortal Kombat. Don't at me about that. But if you want to throw down about Rabbids being better than Minions, I'm your guy. um I bought in the year of our Lord 2019 at a Rite Aid like 5 Wii games that were on the clearance shelf. No, I'm sorry, 4 Wii games and 1 PS2 game. The PS2 game was um Girl Shinobi. I don't think it was called Kunoichi though. Rabbits Go Home, or one of the Rabbits ones. Was there like a Lucent TV World one? Um, Monkey Ball HD, and like something else. It was the weirdest find. I had not seen Wii games in that on any store shelf in like the past 6 years, and then here in the Rite Aid clearance shelf, and I'm like, yeah, give me everything except the Hannah Montana game. I don't know why I so clearly remember that is the one on the shelf that I didn't get. Probably because I didn't get it, and OCD tends to run in my family. Uh, yeah, Rabbids one. Okay, I feel like I remember this becoming a contentious issue around Celeste, and specifically the way that it had like accessibility options that were just like, you know, like no death, no problem, fly anywhere, and like, you know, a way that completely changes the experience of the game. Um, and not to get into how I feel about that because who gives a shit? People are going to change the game so that they can play it and have fun with it however they want. So it doesn't even matter what I think, which is why I haven't thought too much about it, or at least tried not to. But like the 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 Rabbits game, the Mario and Rabbits has a little bit of that in there in a way that like I am definitely having more fun using those options, but I do feel like I am like cheating myself out of an engaging challenge, and it's really weird. I mean, people were talking about it with like, back with Fire Emblem's Awaker. I'm not Awaker. Fire Emblem Awakening, whatever. The first 3DS one. But talking, ooh, this is where we put all the stuff. But what's the right way to play that game? It's like, oh, you gotta play permadeath. Oh, you gotta play don't save scum. You gotta, and it's just like same kind of thing. Like my ideal way to play that game was no permadeath and like no permadeath, but no time rewind. I think is how I ended up on that one. But I thought it was really fun to be like, yeah, no, like I enjoyed looking at that as a puzzle where units were like a consumable resource, and it's just like I can send this guy out there and he will die, but he'll open up this. It'll be a trade, and he'll open up space for this other tactic to go. And I just had fun doing those tactics, and it didn't bother me so much there choosing the way to play. But maybe that's because like I picked it once, and once at the start of the game, and I said, fine, my game is going like this. Whereas with Rabbids, basically at the start of each fight, it says, hey, press Y if you want to refill your health and also have like 25% more health for this upcoming battle, where normally it would only like refill your health between like full chapters, and a chapter can be like 3 fights or something like that. And just like I definitely like, I think it's also because like it's a Switch game, and so like I'm playing it in bed, and like I bet those fights are really tense and fun playing it like heavy like that. But that's not the way I'm playing it. I'm playing it in a way where I want a more casual experience. But like I don't know, maybe it's weird. Maybe I feel like it's making me admit that I'm gonna play the casual way every time. And it's just like at this point it's just like, yeah, no, I am gonna play casual way every time. I'm not ashamed of that, but you're trying, it feels like it's trying to make me feel ashamed by making me say it every time, I don't know if that's I don't know. Okay, I do want to point out something here. As you can see, our ice cream truck is kind of coming along. We now know for sure that this is the back. And we even got our little I guess those are just, that's the way that you pile and store ice cream, right? Is you scoop it into little pyramids and then leave it out in the open in a moving vehicle. That's accurate, right? So I do want to point out, we have this page of stickers, and I haven't been using them because generally I don't like stickers on mine. But I have to point this out, that in this step, it wants me to apply a sticker that just says, mind that child. Which, like, I imagine that that's the kind of thing, it's the warning on the back of the truck that means, like, look out for children, because kids are going to be running to get to the ice cream truck. But it doesn't say watch out for children. It says mind that child.
Only that one.
Yes. Actually, how many are on the sheet? Yes, there is exactly one sticker on the sheet, and it just says mind that child. So, opening up to the chat for the best places where I could use the mind that child sticker. Can I just put it right on the front of Twitter? Can I? Twitter jokes. Anyway, this is a 2-page spread that says put the sticker on the window and then put the window on the truck. Is that the way it's phrased in the Britain? The Britain? Not to make fun, but I am just entertaining myself. You gotta make your own fun, Space Ghost. That's going to be the actual fun thing. When I'm sick of having a when I'm tired of having a Twitch account and having any chance of being a host at something, I'm just gonna burn this account down by just streaming Space Ghost nonstop until the lawyers come knocking. Oh, this piece is hinged. Ooh. Unlike me, I'm unhinged. Jokerfied. What? It felt gross to say it that way. Okay, yeah, no, I know, like, mind the gap, and mind the something. I've definitely heard it that way. Um, but it's also the nope, that ain't happening. Hey, you, get the absolute fuck out of here. Thank you. Did that not work? It's a spam bot. Yep. I love having to do this. This is the other reason why you have a mod team. It wanted to sell me followers. Oh, should I have added on the report that I don't even want that many followers? It said it could get me thousands of followers. I don't even want that many followers. Give me like 6. That's enough. Okay. Oh no. Last bit, we take this. Put this on top. And this tiny one. And this now all goes. Oh, that's why this side is smoothed, because we're putting this here, and this whole side of the truck opens out, and that becomes like the service window. I really like that. By the by, okay, and now this makes a little sense because these little like clear buckets here up against the wall. I was like, those are going to be like under feet, aren't they? Like, no, those are essentially at waist height for where that window is. Like there was a following. There were 6 guys with guns. No, it was 1 guy with 6 guns. Tanaka, you're fired. You're off the force. uh, 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 WYD Papyrus is a better username because then it's a little bit sexy if you know what's going on. No, because then you could probably get away with saying, hey, do you want a bone? And not get flagged for being inappropriate because he is a skeleton. I like this whole camera setup. I like this. I like having this whole bit here, and I like having this whole bit here, and I like that there's just a space up there. I need like a dancing GIF that plays, so that way there's still something to look at when. Hang on. No, I won't do that now. I need something that like appears only when chat isn't there, and then when somebody says something in chat is there, then it fades out. I can do that into CSS. That's going to be like an hour and a half worth of work to figure it out. We're not doing that right now. We're building a pickup truck, an ice cream truck that we're going to use to pick up ladies. Oh, there's like a tiny cash machine in here. I always figured that when I handed my cash to the guy in the ice cream truck, that he just immediately shoved it in his back pocket the way that I did when I was a pizza delivery guy. Also, yo, is that $100 for an ice cream? Focus. Camera's not that bad. Yeah, right. Listen, that's why do you think the buckets where the ice cream go are empty? This is freemium ice cream, thank you. It's free to eat, but it pays to have it come out the other end. Hang on, what does that mean? That's just gross. Why y'all hanging out with me? I'm gross. what would the Lego dollar be called? Like I'd say it'd be called the pip because each one of the studs on a brick is called a pip. A pip is a unit of measure, so maybe they would be called pips.
I would say studs, like the Lego games.
That's true. In the Lego games, they are just studs and that's your currency. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, producer. Produce this? Produce. Most produce. That's like fruits and veggies, right? Hey! I do this, and we've made it to the end of the first book. And we have a truck, and it looks like this, and you can throw somebody out the side, and that's great. And I feel weird that this is like the regular back cover. It's like it's an interior page as opposed to an anterior page. But with the little flip the tape over the side too logo on it. Okay, I destroyed the box and I recycled the boxes, but I have pretty much every instruction manual from a Lego set I've ever had. There's a box over there. You remember the little, like the classic Legos, like from the series of medieval dude about to be scared by a ghost, and there was like 4 sets that were that. I have one of those with the original. Well, okay, I have the instruction manual for sure. I think the ghost is up on the shelf, displayed with all of the Halo minifigs. Hey, I went into the thing the other day, and I really love these little dudes. I love the like scale of them. They are like a decent. They're about Warhammer size, which is my favorite thing about them. And I really just want to show up to a Games Workshop store just with my army of these little dudes, just to see if I can make somebody just like spit and get mad. If I can get chased out for wanting to play Warhammer. Make an album with Run DMC. I see how that is like a 2-step joke, but I don't know enough about Run DMC to get it. Oh, I'm upset.
Is it a producer joke?
I can take. I don't think so. Run the Jewels? Is that somebody? All right. Run the Jewels is at least one somebody's. I'm pretty confident of that. All right. Normally, this would have a sticker on it that is a menu. I might put the menu stickers, at least on this one, because then it is this nice panel, so I can break the panel off and use it. I have other. Nope, that's in my little city upstairs. I have a panel that was like a pizza menu, and that one is pretty good to be able to reuse. Like I'm always going to be building something that has some sort of food menu on it because I'm honest with myself. Oh wait, no, this is the service side because this is the counter. So then what is this side for? Oh, there's gonna be a really lovely breeze that goes through this truck when it's fully open. Oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be wonderful to work in. I say as though this was an actual truck I was gonna work in at some point. This is my spruce goose. Nope, sorry, spruce moose. That's the 2-step joke because that's the Simpsons version. Because the spruce goose was the real one. I think. Pretty sure. So what else was exciting in game news today? Talked a little bit about Game Builder, talked a little bit about Mario and Rabbids, Metal Slug Tactics. I love a tactics game. I love specifically the like sprite work of Metal Slug, so the idea that it's not going to be a Metal Slug game, but it's going to like ape that art style. I'm in love with it already. That's shame the things that I found out about the owners of SNK after that, but ugh. That's as far as I saw it on that. It's like that. Ugh. I have to figure out what I feel morally compelled to do about that. If I can come up with anything I even can do because class warfare is real. Okay, moving on. Shashingo? What's that one? I might have gone too quick for me to notice it or to catch it. Okay, so this is really good. All right, so we put this counter down here, right? And now we're taking this other window and it's going to sit here on the front. And I assume yes. And then now this piece, which is just like the counter, it has that lip on it, is going on top. And that's going to... Oh, and with the signs on the side, that traps this in here and lets it slide along the rails. And then it opens for service and closes for moving. And you have an actual opening window. I love that. I love this stuff. This is my favorite stuff about modern sets. As much as I specifically complained about these wheel well earlier, the stuff like this, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna keep doing this all night. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, that sounds good. I might learn Japanese that way. If I can do it without reading a book. Wasn't there that one that was like an RPG and it had like line fighting and the way that you fought was like you dealt damage by like saying what the katakana you were being presented with was? I might have that or an also ran of that idea at some point. Never played it. That's a shame. All the things that I like and have and never get around to. Okay. And now the truck is sealed. The pact has been sealed, and by pact I mean ice cream frog. Yeah, this is one from a while ago. I posted to Twitter and all that stuff before I went live, right? One of y'all must have noticed. I had a Japanese tutor for some years when I was still living in the city. When I was like a little kid. And I feel bad because I have forgotten pretty much all of it except for like Shinkansen. And like even at the time, like it's not even that I've forgotten it, but like I had trouble picking up the language stuff in the first place. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm a bad person to be dealing with like languages, except in like terms of the mechanics of them.
Oh, like systems?
Yeah, like systems.
Guess why I like languages?
Yeah, I know. But like actually learning them to speak them, that's different.
That's why I don't do that. I just the reading and the writing part.
I still
I'm
like
good at. I can't do the speaking.
I wish I could find that article where first of all it talked about basically this guy was building his own synthetic language. A bunch of Russians decided, hey, we're going to start becoming fluent in this language. And then they started saying, yeah, the more of it I learn and the more fluent I become, I am like dropping things less and stubbing my toe less. And if I learn it perfectly, I'm going to become a superhuman. And it's like, yes, you're Russians. I get it. And then it mentioned in it a specific like African language that doesn't have a concept of left and right, only compass directions. So you would say something like my west foot. Like, and it would change depending on which way you were standing. And that was such an interesting concept because then you never get confused my left or your left. It's always west or east. And it's just like, oh, crazy. I have no idea where I heard about all that though. So yeah, languages are cool, but learning languages. Where was I getting with that? Yeah, I feel guilty that I know my parents spent money on that and like none of it sank in. except for Shinkansen. That's it. That's the only one. But it's also one of those like, okay, we're gonna meet like twice a month, and we're gonna try and do worksheets. And like it was funny because the tutor was somebody who would like normally be hired to like teach like businessmen who were going to go on trips. That was her usual clientele, and be like, okay, I need a crash course so that I can fumble my way through it when we got there. So like I think she was used to like teaching adults who could already like contemplate, okay, maybe I already went through high school Spanish, so I have a concept of like, how do I get a grip on other languages? Where do I have trouble? All of this. And I was like 6 or 8 at the time, maybe older, but I was under 10. I know that, and it was just like it's like, okay, you're showing me like these worksheets, and you're like, yeah, no, it's right there. It all explains itself, and I'm just like, I still have trouble conceptualizing, like understanding the words on a page in English. I am lost. But I also didn't know how to verbalize that I was lost and actually see what the problem is. This is, because I think I have trouble with other languages. Let me tell you about how I am with English. Japanese is hard. I think Japanese. What is it? It doesn't have a future tense, or it doesn't have a past tense? It doesn't have a future tense. I don't. Like, I'm sure I could learn how it operates given that, but that's wild to me. How does that happen? How does that occur?
How are you at math?
In my mind, or
Just in general?
I'm kind of okay at math.
I'm just curious because for me, math and languages work the same way.
I was really good in math through algebra and geometry and trigonometry, and then as soon as we got into like pre-calculus and it stopped having like tangible things like angles and shapes and lengths to work with, and it got into like, well, this is the derivative of the thing and it's the area under the curve, and I still don't conceptually understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And I passed AP Calc. Um, uh, no, that's like the guy goes to his therapist and said, Doc, last night I had a dream. First I dreamed that I was a wigwam, then I dreamed that I was a teepee. And the doctor looks at him and goes, oh, I know what your problem is. You're too tense. And then there's like a Green Day lyric that my brain jumps to, but I don't think I'm allowed to sing that one on a PG stream. I've probably cursed already. I've cursed already in stream, haven't I? I don't know. His music is kind of alright. I don't think I've gotten any sort of copyright strikes on them yet, but I also don't know if I have posted any VODs with them yet, because normally they're only break music. This was supposed to be a red one. How do we feel about this angle on it? Am I holding it okay? Can you watch the build happen, or are you just watching pieces disappear and then it all happens up here? Also, am I chatty too much? It's good. Awesome. There's something. This camera's like a little. I don't know if the resolution, the focus is off, or if my exposure is off. I'm not super happy with it, but for something that it's the same camera I use for the dry stream, so normally it's pointed way further out at my face, and it's been fine for that. Granted, I also shoved that in a tiny car graphic, so you can't tell if it's got issues. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's not gross. I've done way grosser solutions. Uh, from a technical standpoint, probably from I don't want to get into that. That'd be gross. As opposed to net, that's you know what we say on this show, nothing but net. Basketball reference. No, sorry, I'm thinking of referee. It just had me put. Whoops. Okay, that helps you see it. You can see. So you see that orange or that red crossbar on top? Like it's the yellow, it's the red, then it's a gap, and then it's the white. It had me leave a gap in there, and like that's fine, but I hate it. It's fine. It's fine. Had me do it a lot earlier under this central column. Like it's fine. It's stable. This is actually really dense feeling. I like that. But oh, good. Now we do this piece. See this one? No sticker. This already has the graphics printed on. And it's gauges, and that's fine because that's going to be our little dashboard right here. I love that. Like, okay, so again, if it was like mind the children, then it's the plural, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. Or, but for some reason, for a minute, I was like, it's mind the child. Well, then it asks the question, okay, which child? Because you're definitely talking about a very specific child. But the fact that it's mind that child, it's like, oh, you know that child. Are they talking about Dennis the Menace? What's going on here? Look at me dropping Dennis the Menace refs in, again, the year of our Lord, very respectfully, very potently, piously. That's the word I was looking for. Man, you ever just look for a word and go for it and completely whiff? Put those in the wrong spot. Well, you know. They do make like child minifigs now, and it's funny. Like, so basically the thing about them is they go they skip the hinge and they go right from waist into like knee-high foot. And they've been using them for children, but they started making them to be hobbits in the Lord of the Rings sets. And now they're just like, oh yeah, small people? Yeah, we got those. Okay, but is it rude to make the joke about like, yeah, it's okay if your kid is like, no, I'm not gonna go with that. Go adults? Do you mean the Technic ones who are freaking giant, like this big? Because I have 6 of them behind me in the stack somewhere. Yeah, you ever notice the stack behind me? Most of that's Lego. And also old PC controllers. Those were rad. They were so cool. They were so cool. They were so articulated. They were probably the most articulated figures I had for a long time. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. So it's going to have me put this windshield so that the front crossbar is overhanging the rounded edges, and so that way it sits in front of that. But first of all, it puts these inside pips not being covered, and all of these like pip sockets on the outside are not actually touching anything, and that makes me feel weird. That makes me feel uneasy. Ooh, it's like watching somebody do burnouts in a car without wearing a seatbelt. That's how that makes me feel, I guess. I do like these little faux rear view mirrors. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Technically, they're adjustable. Not that they need to be, because they're not actually. I could get like silvered paint, or even just glue on a tiny square of like aluminum foil and make these reflective and make them like mildly operating rearview mirrors. Hey, remember Lego minifigs? This is what they look like now. Do you feel old yet? Oh yeah, and that one only attaches at the front too. Okay, but the way that this one attaches and then overhangs, that feels like an awning, like a visor. I feel okay with that. I don't really like that, as a matter of fact. See the way that it overhangs? Which is good, because since this piece is angled, this would not be a very strong corner to clip onto. Um, oh yeah, now that I'm actually holding it, it's a very chunky van. It's very, boy. Wait, how much do we have left? So, okay, we're gonna be building a whole nose of the car here. So it's gonna be like radiator forward. Um, we need the wheels. Then we are gonna build the decoration to go on top. Which I'm betting. Now I put this down. Here we go. Okay, start with you. All right. I'm tempted to do these stickers because this is the ice cream pop with the sunglasses. But it's still gonna look like an ice cream pop even without, so. You know what? I'll do it without. If I want to do that, I can add stickers later. I can always add stickers later. I could always take them off later, but you can't reuse them. Oh, just put the ice cream guy right here. Yeah, I could put the sticker on him and then sit him in here, and then he would be driving. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's got that. Then this, this, this. And there's the popsicle stick of it. That's almost like a giant pizza peel, actually. And then the whole thing clips on here, and then nope, wrong way. Whole thing clips on here, and then comes to rest on that little angle piece that we put on the roof before, so that helps it keeps its angle. That's not even perfect though. I could. It wants to be like one closer, but then high. It wants to be like one closer and then higher up. That looks like a much closer angle, but it sits there. I'll have to figure out a solution for that because that's so close. All right, now it wants wheels. These are kind of nice wheels. They got like spoke designs. That's another modern thing they're doing, which actually, oh look, because where was it? Oh, it might have been in the it might have been in the catalog, but if you, yeah, you can kind of see on this one that like very specific. Uh, I mean, this thing is branded. This is going to be an Audi. This is based on a real rally car. Oh no, wait, here it is. Here's your wheel. Here's your actual. Read it. Here's your wheel. Here's your actual size. Uh, it's the low profile. It's got very thin rubber around a very big rim. Which actually, if you look at the photo of the rally car on it, on a rally car, you would have way more rubber than rim. Like low profile tires like that are definitely an asphalt tuner kind of thing. But for a rally, you're going to be off road. You're going to do a lot of bouncing. If you have low profile tires like that, you're going to shred them first. First time you go airborne and then land. So you want a thicker wheel. I mean, I got a bucket. I could get thicker wheels. We'll figure that out when we get there. This is actually the biggest one, so we're going to do one other build in between before we get to that one. All right, that's our 4 tires. It rolls now. Yay! All right. Now we're doing this whole different thing over here. Oh, this is going to be our front grill? Front grill. And this one gets the clear ones for the regular headlights. Whole thing goes here. And it actually tiers those lights very nicely. I like that. I do like that. Let me guess. That's just gonna go. Let's go right here on the front. Just sits on like that. I do. Again, official model kits integrating snot techniques. Just really, I really like the results. It feels weird. It feels like, you know, that's not my Legos. It's not the Legos I grew up with, but I do like the results of it. And then we look at it, and it says, oh, all right. So the last step is open the big door, and in our little baskets down there, we have a blue ice pop, and we have the neon green ice pop. So I guess this is like Mountain Dew ice pop or something. And they just sit in there ready to go. And that's it. And then we have our guy working the truck, and we have our lady and her cool skateboarding dog, and all of these extra pieces. All of these extra pieces. A bunch of these extra pieces. All extra ice cream, chocolate, and vanilla toppers. And the strawberry. Ooh, I didn't even notice the strawberry. All right. That again, I didn't put any stickers on it, which does maybe makes it feel a little weird, a little bland. Like, part of an ice cream truck is that it is, you know, it is kitted out, it is plastered like a construction wall. But yeah, no, I like this. It's a decent size. It's actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it is well sized for the minifigs, and it's going to look great on the shelf. And I might actually apply the stickers to it. Because what is it we got here? We got the cool ice cream guy. It is a Mr. Chill ice cream truck. Chili, only the best. The menu and the stay cool. Yeah, I should. I'm probably gonna put these menu stickers on. You know, we're still on the stream. Why don't we do that? I could do that. You know, I'm at least gonna do it on this side where it's the panels that come off. I won't do it on the bricks because you never know when the brick is going to end up being part of a piece of. It's going to end up being a piece of terrain for some sort of combat scenario. Like I still have a couple of bricks that are like what do you call it? They were like from kits that were like, oh, Animal Kingdom friends, and so they have like lion face and eyeballs and stuff on them, and they're just part of brick walls now. It's like somebody's living room just has like a lion eye on it, and it's just like, ah, yeah, that's you'll get that sometimes, but man, any apartment that you can secure credit for, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh. Yeah, I am gonna put the face on this one. It's iconic. It has to be iconic. Because also just like I like the way that this looks. That like even if I were to reuse this for something else, I'm probably going to reuse it as the ice cream pop. Oh, go on straight, please. Serious talk. Oh yeah, that feels better. Now it has character. Now it's gonna get its own Cartoon Network show. Yeah, okay. That's that I feel like that's all it needed. I don't know if I'm gonna give it any more than that, but that definitely helps. That's an ice cream truck. That you cannot deny that that is an ice cream truck. That's rad. That's rad. Oh, this is our savior piece. This is our remover. This is our save us from our own mistakes. It can also be a. It's not a great dog ramp. Can I kickflip this? Nope. Alrighty. Uh, I'm gonna say that's gonna do it. That took barely just over an hour. Okay. Let me bring us back to this one, the other new scene that I made for tonight. Um, hey y'all, thanks for hanging out. That was short, but some kind of fun. Um, if you liked it, let me know. This'll I I am recording this, so it'll definitely go up on what's the other video thing? YouTube. Um, this will be up on YouTube. So if you enjoyed watching me build this lovely ice cream truck, tell your friends, post it on Twitter, do whatever. Like that subscribe button. Um, smash that meteor. These are so tiny and my fingers are so big. Oh my god. Building a ship in a bottle, but I'm building ice cream in a van. In a van. If I put the guy in here. Yeah, all right. When you put him in there, that's a decent height. That's a decent height to be working at. I like it. Um, I swear I'm trying to talk into a wrap up, but I'm clearly more interested in playing with the Legos. There you go. Now the dog sticks to the skateboard. Now we're cooking. Um, hey y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. All the stuff that I probably already just said, but I was distracted. Um, Also, if you liked it, let me know. Like I said, I got two more brand new kits over there. Clearly, I'm not against like kit bashing and doing weird things, there was a I also just like to prove that the technology works. I did this once the stream had already started and we were on the waiting screen. That I actually put this together and made sure that it worked. Um, love to fly by the seat of my pants or any part of my clothing, honestly. Um, yeah, let me know and do more of these. I will take. I've got other kits coming in. I got that bonsai tree. I'm really looking forward to, like, not only building but just having and being able to look at. So I'd be willing to build that on the stream. Uh, we could look at all sorts of the other stuff that I got. We can do custom stuff if this is something that's worth continuing to do. Um, like I said, alternating this with the late night driving stream, I think is going to be the plan for the foreseeable future. Um, and yeah, but it this was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you. Thank you all for hanging out. It makes the time way more enjoyable. Um, and what's the next thing I do? What is today? Today's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to a baptism that's going to be interesting. Um, because we haven't like been to any social gatherings in over a year, and this is like jumping out of the frying pan. This is like jumping out of the freezer and into the furnace. Um, yeah, the frogs as leaves. I'm so it comes with green ones and it also comes with pink ones in case you want to make it a like a sakura tree. Um, even if I go with the green, that means I will have a, a ton of pink frogs, and I get to do something cool with that. I don't know what yet, but that's a great idea. It's like I'm going to have a lot of pink frogs. You just have that thought and you get excited about it. Catch me on Wednesday. More Doomwand. I'll post about other stuff on Monday. All of you who are here right now, you already know this. And thank you for being here. You make the time more fun. Um, that being said, I'm gonna go play a game and watch the other E3 coverage talkovers from today. Uh, y'all are great. Take care of one another. I'll catch you next time. Uh, I said that, but I'm not actually prepared to throw to the end screen because I have to go here and I have to say outro text, and then I have to hit the thing. Take care of one another. Bye.